So this closed guard armbar drill, just going to have our opponents sitting on their feet, comfortable, just going to have the arms on the body here. What we want to do is, we're going to use our legs to turn. I can do this with my arms or without arms. But the trick with this drill is, I need to be mobile, so I need to be able to move from side to side. Okay, so I'm going to do that by sitting up like this, so the head and the shoulders are off the floor, and then I'm going to use my legs to lift my hips off the floor as well, so it's just the middle of my back on the ground. With less friction, we'll be able to swing from side to side. So I can't be here with all my back on the floor trying to turn. I need to be in this upright position. Now I can easily turn from side to side. So we're using our legs against their body to turn. So as I scissor my legs and sit up and turn this side, I'm looking to bring this leg up. I need to reach so I can pull his head down with the hamstring curl. For the second rep, I'll take this leg off. I'm going to throw this leg and then hug with this leg so the momentum spins me to the other side, where we do the opposite, and then we just swing side to side. I need to reach, curl, kick the leg, reach, curl, side to side. Now we can do that with arm control. Good to control both arms. We can get the first one going, and then from here we use the momentum to kick from side to side. Armbar drill from closed guard. This is our basic triangle drill from closed guard. So we're going to get double wrist control here. Again, closed guard, lifted my hips up off the ground, got some weight down into the floor off them, and I'm sitting up so my head's up. I'm going to push one hand into their body, and the opposite foot, I'm going to stand on the hip. So this foot on the hip is going to I'm going to push off this foot so I can bring this leg up and over. Again, we get this leg curl, break the posture down, swing this arm to this side where we can finish our triangle choke. We do the opposite side, so we push, opposite foot stands on the hip. I can lift, drag, choke. So we go 1, 2, 3, finish. And just to get the finish with the triangle choke, some of the mechanics and angles and things we want to get right. As fundamentals, again, we're just going to push through our hand in, stand on the hip, climb this leg over, grab the back of the head, drag them down. We want to swing this arm to the opposite side. I want this leg to go to turn across the back of the shoulders, not down the back. It's got to turn out, break the posture down. Again, I'm going to sit up and turn. I'd usually grab the head with this hand at this stage to stop him getting up. So if he tries to get up, we've got him caught here, and then we can shoot this leg through and finish. I also want to not be staying in front of him. I want to get around to look at the choking leg, which is against the neck. Okay, so I don't want to finish this triangle choke here in front where we've got all this shoulder inside the choke. So I'm pushing that down into the back of the shoulder. Actually scissor, we get out to the side here. I'm looking at the choking leg. This leg is outside the shoulder now, and our legs are parallel, and we can finish the choke. Again, to finish this choke, I want to pull him in to my chest and crunch up, not push away. So usually what I do is I'd grab the head, I'd scissor the legs, this foot would turn to the front, to here, and then I would reach around everything and crush it down onto the chest. So we just look at that again. Okay, so what we're going to look at now is the shoulder trap. So this is it's a trap that's going to help us get more arm bars, more triangles. So from closed guard, I really want to push to get to this position rather than the fundamentals of just shooting for arm bars and triangles from this position. We're actually going to go for a shoulder trap. So I call this clap, snap and trap. Okay, so what I'm going to do is grab the head to control the posture, and then I get this C grip on the outside of this elbow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clap my hands together through his body. So I grab the head, I grab the elbow, and it's like I'm trying to push my hands together so I can climb up over the top of this shoulder. So we'll look at that from a few different angles. Yeah. Let's take this way. I grab the head, I grab the elbow. It's like I'm trying to clap my hands together so I can climb over this shoulder. So we've still got both arms in. Okay. So watch, we clap, snap the legs. When I get to here, I'm squeezing in and down. Okay, so control the posture. My hand's doing it at the moment. Okay, I clap, I snap. Now my legs are controlling the posture. If he tries to get up, it's my legs that are holding him down. Okay, so let's look at how we're going to do the arm bar from this position. We're going to clap, snap. Now we've got him in this trap. I'm going to go over this arm, elbow deep. I'm going to grab this leg, and I'm going to swing under this leg and start to turn to the side. Now I'm going to, like the triangle we did a second ago, I'm going to scissor my legs here, and this leg is going to turn behind his shoulder. So this is now holding the posture down. And I'm like this. So if he tries to get up and get that arm out, it's this leg that's holding him down. So if he tries to get up, that easily allows me to bring this arm over and finish the arm bar. So I'll do that again. Clap, snap, trap, scissor, finish the armbar. Okay, to finish the armbar from closed guard here, one of the things we need to think about is breaking their posture down. So in this arm trap scenario, well, closed guard is all about how we control this posture. We're clinching. The minute he gets back here with his arms in the hips locked out, we're in trouble. We have to move on to something else. I would look to open the guard and pummel back into butterfly guard or something. Or if he starts to get up and get away from us from here, I would use that to try and sit up and transition to climbing on top like that. So we need to control the posture the whole way through, especially for the finish. So at the moment the hands are on the head. I transition to the elbow. I clap, snap the leg shut. We've got him trapped now. I go over this arm, under this leg. I turn to the side. Then this leg takes over and I scissor my legs here. Okay, so when I bring this leg over to finish this armbar, from my back, I never cross my ankles here to finish this armbar. I don't want to cross the ankles. Because if I cross my ankles, I'm really pushing on the back of his shoulder. So he can get up now. He can sort of posture up and get that arm out. So what I actually want to do with this leg is not curl it down, but curl it over here. So I'm pulling him into the floor. What that's doing is it's taking his head and his shoulders away from his knees where his base is. Okay, so if I get here to finish this arm lock, and I just pull him down into the floor where his knees are, he can easily posture up, like that. But if I curl here, bring his head and shoulders away from his knees, if he tries to get up now, he really struggles. We might even end up falling into here. Once I land here, I would definitely lock my ankles here, because now what we're trying to do is pin him on his back. So I'd transition to ankle cross there. So from the shoulder trap drill, sometimes when we go for this armbar, the defense to the armbar is to try and get that arm out of there. So quite often this leads to a triangle choke entry as well. So armbar triangle work really well from this position. Same thing, we go for the shoulder trap, we snap, we're here, I'm going for this arm here, right? He wants to escape this arm, pulls it out. Okay, so that gives us our triangle choke there. Clap, snap, I go for this arm, he pulls that out and gives us our triangle choke. Sometimes what they'll do too is try and hide this arm, so they know I've trapped this shoulder, I want this arm, so they try and hide this arm. Okay, so what I do then is I get this arm and I push it across here, and then I look to peel this arm over the top of this one, and we can just get a straight arm bar from the shoulder trap there. So this can also happen here. He hides this arm, so I bring this one across and then pull this one down over the top. Again, from here, he might defend that by trying to pull the elbow out, and then we can just move straight into our triangle choke from there. Okay, so sometimes when we go for the triangle in this shoulder trap, our opponent will turn their arm backwards. They might even join their hands together, under our butt to stop us finishing the triangle choke. Let's have a look at that. So maybe we've gone to here. I'm going for this arm. He's pulled that out. We want this arm across here to finish the triangle. He's got this one backwards. So he might even have his hands joined there together to stop me getting this arm back out. Okay, there's a couple of things we can look at here is, number one, control the posture. Okay, a conventional triangle, like this is the choking leg against the neck. Usually we would turn to this side to try and get the choke because we've got this shoulder right here. That's probably not going to work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to a reverse triangle where I'm going to switch the other leg across the back. I'm going to lock it on the opposite side. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my hips to expose this elbow here. So once I roll the hips, expose the elbow, I'm going to grab this elbow, I'm going to pull it tight onto my body here with two hands. Okay, so as I roll, expose this, I can find his wrist and I can just push that up to get a Kimura style submission. Sometimes when we get to here and I push this, he feels that shoulder rotation, tries to straighten his arm. I might be able to catch him with a straight arm lock here. It might even power around to the front, which is where we wanted it before, so I just keep it moving in this direction and then switch back to our conventional triangle on the opposite side. Okay, so look at that. Maybe we've gone to here, I'm going for this arm swings backwards, we control the posture, I go to my reverse triangle, I roll my hips and catch this elbow, so I can push this out, break his grip, might get a tap there, he might straighten it, I might get the tap here, comes all the way around, we switch back. Get this. Okay, also there we might end up with an omoplata shoulder lock. So if we go here, we're looking for this arm, he pulls this arm out, this arm's backwards, we're here. Okay, the other thing we can do is, control posture. We can turn, drive this leg over the front. What we're looking to do is cross our ankles. So what I want to do is grab his body. As I turn, I'm going to cross my ankles and straighten my legs out. So I drive his shoulder to the floor so I can sit up. Just do that a couple of times. So as we turn, I'm going to grab his body, cross my ankles and scissor my legs and sit up. Drive his shoulder to the floor, hook the body. Let's go maybe this way. Okay, halfway through that, sometimes, once you get into the omoplata, it's really about a posture battle. So, which we're both trying to get higher than each other to finish that submission or escape. So we can look to get the triangle back as they try and escape the omoplata. So as I push and turn to kick this leg through, from this position, you know, if I can break his posture down and get higher than him, I win. He's trying to lift like this to get that arm out. Okay. Okay, so when I'm here, I'm looking to kick him forward and I'm trying to push him down, he's trying to sit up. Okay, I can, as he comes up, this leg can come back to the other side and we can drag him back in, and here we are with our triangle choke.